Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates reveal the late star Johnny Wactor's Brando Corbin mother has been in a legal battle with a technology company over access to her late son's devices. Apple has consistently refused to allow her access to his laptop and desktop computer and his iPhone since his untimely death, which happened as a result of murder. The mother of deceased General Hospital actor Johnny Wactor is asking the court to require Apple to unlock her son's electronic devices, which consist of an Apple laptop, desktop, and iPhone. According to a report by Us Weekly, Scarlett Wactor submitted her request to the court on Friday, June 20, urging for an order that would enable her to gain access to Johnny's devices. In her role as the administrator of his estate, Scarlett expressed the necessity to examine the data to see if her late son's computer and phone hold any financial details or assets. Scarlett shared that she had reached out to Apple, but they informed her that their assistance hinged on obtaining a court order. Apple specified the order must state, Apple is mandated by the court to facilitate the recovery of Johnny's personal data from their accounts, which might include third-party, personally identifiable information or data. Johnny was tragically shot on the morning of May 25, 2024, in downtown Los Angeles. The 37-year-old had just finished a bartending shift with a colleague when he came across thieves attempting to steal the catalytic converter from his vehicle. Scarlett expressed her frustration in trying to get Apple to unlock her son's devices, emphasizing her need for access to information that could assist in shutting down various accounts associated with Johnny. She also mentioned to the outlet that there are photos and videos she wishes to recover from the devices. I don't want to delete them, she remarked, adding that she hopes there is a lot of good content on there. In June 2024, Scarlett submitted a petition to become the administrator of her deceased son's estate, and the judge approved her request, allowing Scarlett to manage her son's finances and bills. 4 men were charged in connection with Johnny's death. Robert Barcelo and Sergio Estrada faced murder charges, while Leonel Gutierrez was charged with attempted robbery and grand theft with a firearm. Frank Alano was charged as an accessory, receiving stolen property, and possessing a firearm as a felon. Gutierrez was sentenced to 4 years in prison after his no-contest plea in September 2024, and Alano received 5 years and 8 months following his no-contest plea in October 2024. Barcelo and Estrada have both pleaded not guilty and are waiting for their trial. Former General Hospital star Johnny Wactor's tragic death continues to leave ripples far beyond Port Charles, as his grieving mother, Scarlett Wactor, is now engaged in a painful and emotional legal fight against tech giant Apple. Her mission: gaining access to Johnny's digital devices, his iPhone, and other accounts, in the hope of retrieving personal memories, unfinished creative work, and possibly gaining more clarity about his final days. Scarlett's heartbreaking battle not only underscores the immense grief of losing a child, but also shines a light on the harsh digital realities that face families after a sudden and unexpected loss. Fans across the country, still stunned by Johnny's passing, have rallied in support of her cause as she takes on one of the biggest corporations in the world, fighting not for money or fame, but for closure, truth, and connection. Johnny Wactor was senselessly killed in Los Angeles during an apparent attempted robbery gone wrong. According to police, he was shot while protecting a female colleague from suspects attempting to steal a catalytic converter. His untimely death at just 37 years old devastated fans of General Hospital, where he played the beloved character Brando Corbin. His family, particularly his mother, was left reeling not only from the emotional toll of losing him, but from the bureaucratic obstacles that followed. Despite being his next of kin and legal heir, Scarlett found herself locked out of Johnny's digital world, unable to access his photos, voicemails, cloud storage, creative writings, and countless other personal artifacts stored on his iPhone and iCloud account. Apple, citing user privacy protection laws, has refused to grant her access without a court order, even though Scarlett has provided a death certificate and other documentation proving her relationship to her son. The company's policy reflects broader tech industry norms that prioritize individual privacy above all, including in death. Scarlett recently spoke out, revealing that she has hired legal counsel to petition a court for access to Johnny's devices. In her emotional public statements, she explained that she's not looking to invade her son's privacy. She simply wants to preserve pieces of his life, his art, and his soul. Johnny was a passionate writer and filmmaker in addition to being an actor, and Scarlett believes he left behind countless notes, video messages, and possibly even unsent letters or creative projects that could help keep his memory alive. Her legal team is working to obtain what's known as a court order for digital access, a process that is often long, expensive, and emotionally taxing. What makes this fight especially heartbreaking is that Johnny Wactor was the kind of person who lived with his heart on his sleeve. Known on and off set as kind, humble, and generous, Johnny made deep connections with his fans and co-stars. In the weeks following his death, tributes poured in from across the entertainment industry. His co-stars expressed their sorrow over losing not just a colleague but a dear friend. Maurice Benard, Sonny Corinthos, Laura Wright-Carly, and others took to social media to share heartfelt memories. Now, many of those same stars are echoing support for Scarlett's efforts, urging Apple and other tech companies to show compassion in cases like this. The situation also brings up growing concerns about digital inheritance and the rights of families in the age of cloud storage and digital locks. Scarlett's story is sadly not unique. Across the country and around the world, families are being blocked from accessing the digital legacies of loved ones, whether it be treasured photos, final words, or personal histories that remain locked behind passwords and biometric IDs. Legal experts have warned that without pre-planned digital estate documents or shared credentials, grieving families often find themselves completely powerless in the face of tech policies designed to protect privacy over compassion. Scarlett is now speaking out, not just for her own cause, but to encourage others to plan ahead and to push for reforms in how tech companies treat bereaved families. She has called for Apple to create a more humane process, one that allows family members to access non-sensitive personal content after a loved one's death without dragging them through months of legal turmoil. She argues that grief shouldn't be compounded by bureaucracy, and that the final wishes of someone like Johnny, an artist who lived to create and connect, shouldn't be erased by a faceless policy. Support for Scarlett's mission continues to grow. A grassroots petition has begun circulating, calling on Apple to amend its digital inheritance protocols. As of this week, thousands have signed in support. Social media is awash with the hashtag #UnlockJohnny'sPhone, and fans are sharing their own stories of loss and frustration with tech companies. Many are also sharing clips of Johnny's most memorable General Hospital scenes, keeping his legacy alive in the face of silence from the corporation that holds the keys to so much of his story. While the legal battle rages on, Scarlett is doing what grieving mothers do best, honoring her son in every way possible. She's working with Johnny's brothers to collect physical keepsakes and home videos, and she's begun collaborating with some of his friends on a small memorial project to celebrate his artistic spirit. She says she refuses to let her son's final words, thoughts, and creations be lost in a cloud system built without room for humanity. She wants to publish a collection of his writings, share his unreleased footage, and maybe even finish some of the creative projects he was working on before his death. But for now, all of that is on hold, trapped behind a password, a fingerprint ID, and a corporate policy that refuses to budge. As the legal motion moves through the courts, Scarlett remains hopeful. She believes the judge will rule in her favor. But more than anything, she hopes her fight will inspire change, so that other families aren't forced to go through the same battle during their darkest hours. She often says that Johnny would have wanted his story to be shared, not hidden behind legal firewalls. Her resilience, grace, and love in the face of unimaginable loss is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a mother's love in its purest form, unwavering, courageous, and willing to take on the biggest tech empire in the world for the chance to hear her son's voice one more time. For now, fans of General Hospital and Johnny Wactor can only hope that justice and humanity prevail. As this battle continues, Scarlett's message remains clear. Johnny Wactor was more than just an actor. He was a son, a storyteller, a dreamer. And every dreamer deserves to have their voice heard, even after they're gone. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.